Hey everyone, this is Laura Gadenik with Laura Gadenik Astrology, and I'm here to give you the astrology for the weeks of November 29th through December 12th, 2021. So today, Monday, the November 29th, Mars in Scorpio is making a trine to Neptune in Pisces. Mars is the planet of action, motivation, how we do things, how we go about getting things done. And Neptune is the planet of dreams, inspiration, mysticism. Neptune inspires us to act from a place of feeling and inspiration. So today, take it easy if you can. Actions or how you go about your day you might be inclined to be a bit more soft or gentle, or kind of do things that you wouldn't otherwise do, that are more idyllic, dream-oriented, inspired, faith-based. It's definitely a good day to work towards an ideal or something like a vision. A good day for forgiveness. Neptune rules over compassion and forgiveness as well. Maybe take a bit more of a chill day, maybe watch a movie. So that is today, Monday the 29th. Tuesday the 30th, tomorrow, we have Mercury and the Sun making a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius. So we just had Mercury and the Sun conjoined in Sagittarius yesterday on Sunday, the 28th. And that might have been a moment of clarity, of insight, of something coming to your awareness, maybe even finding out a secret or something like that, or something that was previously hidden becoming known or seen or realized. So these two planets, Mercury and the Sun, are sextiling Saturn. So there's this sense of maybe, and it could have to do with that information that you found out or the insight you had. There's a stabilizing force here, and maybe an ability to follow through with a plan or to create a plan with this new insight or information. There's a strong ability to focus and to endure and get things done. Simultaneously, however, Venus in Capricorn is sextiling Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees of Capricorn and Pisces. So it's also a very inspiring, dreamy, romantic time. And so, definitely kind of building from Monday, November 29th, still there's kind of this like relaxing vibe of needing to just chill out, enjoy life, enjoy your day, and don't whip yourself too hard to get too much done. Although Mercury and the Sun sextiling Saturn is definitely gives you the energy and ability to focus and endure. There's also a need to do something romantic, maybe spend time with a loved one or go on a romantic date or something like that. So December 1st, which is Wednesday, we have Neptune stationing direct in Pisces. So Neptune, once again, planet of dreams, ideals, inspiration. Something related to a dream or ideal is turning around or possibly being remembered as Neptune starts to move forwards again. And this will be in the part of your chart that contains Pisces, whatever house is being highlighted, those topics, an ideal or a vision around those themes will be kind of resurfacing. Saturday the 4th is when we have the next eclipse. So we have a total solar eclipse at 12 degrees of Sagittarius. This is the final eclipse in this eclipse series. We've been having eclipses in Sagittarius and Gemini for the past year and a half, since summer of 2020. So this is the final eclipse in Sagittarius, really wrapping up what these changes have been for you. So if you know what house is being highlighted or has been highlighted, then you'll know the themes that have been changing, So wrapping up changes in parts of your chart that contain Sagittarius, so whatever house has Sagittarius, those changes are wrapping up. And it's really a time of letting go, of releasing, rest, recuperation. Eclipses are times to lay low and don't do any new moon rituals, don't do any sort of manifesting or anything. Eclipses are pretty faded and very powerful. So it's good to just kind of let the energy do what it will. So, yeah, let's see. That is Saturday the 4th. Monday, December 6th, we have Mars sextiling Pluto, and the moon is also in Capricorn at this time. So this is really a good time to get things done. Mars, planet of action, god of war. Pluto is a planet about deeply investigating something, unearthing something, uncovering. So this might be a time where you have the energy to tirelessly investigate or get to the bottom of something, or really kind of get a lot done. Tuesday the 7th, Mercury in Sagittarius makes a square to Neptune in Pisces. Simultaneously, Mars makes a square to Jupiter in Aquarius. So Mars squaring Jupiter feels very much so like I, have this inspiration and ideal and enthusiasm to go after something. And there's kind of an energy of like, hurrah, I'm going to go conquer this. I'm going to go save the day. I'm going to do something really big, and I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. Why have I been holding myself back? So it feels kind of like big, enthusiastic energy. However, Mercury squaring Neptune is kind of about deception or things being unclear or not having all of the facts, not having all of the information. So the energy of this day kind of feels like going after something in a very enthusiastic way, but not having all of the facts, not having all the information. And so it could get kind of messy, basically. So watch out for Tuesday the 7th, and maybe even a couple days leading up to that. Watch for that energy. Make sure if you try to do something that's normally outside of your comfort zone or outside of something you would normally do, to have a solid plan in place. That's what I would suggest. Okay, Saturday the 11th, we have Venus conjoining Pluto and Capricorn. This is the first conjunction that Venus is making to Pluto out of 3, because Venus is about to station retrograde 1 degree away from Pluto. And so she's going to be here for a long time. So first conjunction is on Saturday the 11th. The second conjunction, as Venus retrogrades, is the second exact conjunction is December 25th, Christmas Day. And the third conjunction, when Venus is moving forwards again, is March 3rd. So this is quite a long journey for Venus. Venus in retrograde is already a Venus that is traveling through the underworld, or traveling into the underworld to uncover some secrets that have been kept hidden, or unearthing things that have been buried, right? When Venus is conjoined to Pluto, Lord of the underworld, it's kind of like an extra journey into the underworld. It's like extra intense, extra passionate and deep and cathartic and transformational, really. So, and depending on where this is happening in your chart, it's going to be more extreme or less extreme, right? It's gonna depend on what other planets is activating in your personal birth chart and in what way. But in general, definitely expect to go on an underworld journey and uncover things, perhaps in intimate relationships, perhaps relationships with women, perhaps just other women in general. Be prepared to kind of investigate and maybe unearth something around getting along, around keeping peace, or keeping harmony, maintaining harmony and balance, and perhaps also around beauty ideals and how you want to express yourself, and also what you love, what you enjoy, what fills you with joy. Venus is a planet that brings us joy and good fortune, and she kind of describes what we love and how we can have a good time. And those topics this is going to be a chance where we will be deeply investigating and maybe going back over something as well, like going back over recent events, recent what we've been kind of exploring since Venus entered Capricorn, which was a couple weeks ago. So I'll get more into that though also in the next video. I'm kind of feeling a little under the weather, as you might be able to tell. So my energy is not super strong right now. But anyway, so the 11th, Venus conjoins Pluto. Mercury also sextiles Jupiter, so that feels very uplifting, inspiring at the same time. And with the sun squaring Neptune as well, there's kind of this very, very idealistic energy and around this time, and very deep and intense, and maybe there could be an element of disappointment. It's kind of hard to say, because whenever a planet is in square with Neptune, I always think of like, oh, disappointment, disillusionment, deception. But with Mercury sextiling Jupiter, it's kind of giving these aspects a boost. And so, you know, there could be that sense of like really enhanced idealism in love. So be mindful, you know, with your partners or people you're dating or someone you really like, you know, like, you know, there is this element of seeing people through rose-colored glasses and putting them on a pedestal. You could have this sense or feeling of like falling very deeply in love with someone, and feeling super like mergy with that person, you know, so which isn't necessarily a negative thing, but you know, just be prepared to go into that space with that person, you know, if you are dating someone or seeing someone. It has the potential to be very transformative, honestly. But also be mindful of kind of the disappointments of expectations in love not met, or feeling possibly a little sad, just a little sad in general, regarding relationships, beauty, maybe your own sense of how beautiful you feel you are, how attractive you feel you are. So yeah, and also Venus, once again, representing things that bring us joy and happiness. As she's retrograding, it's kind of like a lot of things might not feel as fun or as joyful or as exciting as they normally would when Venus is traveling in a direct motion and it isn't next to Pluto, right? Pluto's not necessarily like fun and joyful. Pluto is like, let me take you into my lair and, you know, let's go explore this buried treasure or skeletons. So anyway, yeah, it should be really interesting. I would say the most important aspects of these 2 weeks are really that final total solar eclipse in Sagittarius on Saturday the 4th, and then the Venus conjoined to Pluto aspect on the 11th. And definitely make sure to be mindful of the Tuesday the 7th aspects with Mercury and Neptune, the wanting to go after something, but also not having all the information and the potential for deception or confusion. So that is the astrology for November 29th to December 12th. I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks, and I'll be back next time with some more astrological weather. All right, bye.